Hello everybody! So, I have been asked to make a video the way I used to make them when I was first recording my videos ages ago. We're talking about 11 years ago. I began making videos and I became what today's called a creator around 2013, 2014. It happened because I had seen a guy online who was making videos about socionics and MBTI. And I found that interesting, and I decided that I wanted to make my videos about that subject. Through the time, those of you who have been around for a long time may have noticed a lot of changes in the settings around me, the place where I have been recording. I've moved a couple of times actually. When I first started making videos, I had my own apartment in a town, and then I moved back to my parents' house, and then now I have my own apartment close to their house. And yes, I'm paying mortgage, which makes me an adult now. I was 37 back then, or 34, I don't remember. 34, 2014, so 34. And I'm 46 next month. And so a lot of water ran under the bridge, as we say in Italy. And yeah, so I moved a couple of times, I lost a job, and then I became a writer. How did it happen? Let's skip on that part, because that's not what this video is about. That was a short introduction to who I have been and who I am now. And the reason for this video is that I've been suggested that speaking freely and not using a script or stuff like that makes me more natural and maybe even a little more interesting to people. I don't know if that's true. People are weird, so maybe. I decided not to use makeup, even though I enjoy wearing makeup, and I used to consider it very fun. Sometimes I used wigs. I used to do a lot of weird stuff. And I enjoy making videos like this. This is probably the way I most enjoy making videos. And the reason why I stopped making videos this way is that, first of all, I have stopped speaking English that much. And making videos in Italian always feels a little bit weird. I started in English, and I'm not a native speaker. But speaking in English in front of a camera, for some reason, is more natural to me than speaking Italian in front of a camera. Maybe because I started speaking English in front of a camera instead of Italian, who knows? Well, I have a past on stage. I've not been an actress, for goodness sake, but yeah, as a teenager I played in plays, I acted in plays, and I enjoyed the theater. I wouldn't go so far as to say that I am a trained actress, because I'm not, but I do have a little bit of experience on stage in Italian, and that probably makes it easier for me to speak like this in front of a camera. What makes it easiest, though, is that I am a trained interpreter. I studied conference interpreting, and I know what it feels like to feel Ampelfieber. That's what it's called in German, so the fear of being in front of a public, and I know the techniques to overcome that. So I am trained in some way. But at some point I decided to write scripts, and that may sound like an insecurity, but it actually isn't. The difference between speaking freely, like I'm doing right now, and following a script or reading a script when you are trained, it's not unnatural, or it doesn't sound not natural to read a script, because it's something I wrote, so it comes from my voice anyway. The difference, though, is that this script is more structured. It follows a train of thoughts. It's built in such a way that it delivers a specific thought in a very straightforward and brief manner, which is closer to what people are used to nowadays. That's the upside. The downside is why this kind of video may be more attractive to some people, despite me not wearing makeup and anything. Natural speech is what people are used to when they're out with their friends, when they're out in the world, living and experiencing the world. So this kind of video does have an upside. It shows me the way that I truly am. I am speaking with my accent, even if it is not a natural accent, or, well, no, it is a natural accent. Sorry. I mean, see, you make slips like this one, and it shows you what my accent, my non-native speaker accent is. It shows you my level of English, and it may even show you what you may find when you go do that thing that I would want you to do if you felt like doing it, which is reading my books. Like I said, I'm a writer. Not that I have many books in English. I already said it in another video that unluckily I only translated one into English, and I'm not very willing to translate every other book. I wrote about 20 to 22 books since 2019. I'm a very prolific writer, but they're all in Italian. I'm working on my first book in English because I believe that writing directly into English, despite me not being a native speaker, sounds better than translating. Translating always contains that part of the native language that it's difficult to deliver. Back to our topic though, back to the conversation, the reason why I switched to script videos is that I'm not much into following a guideline, because I would go anyway but following the guideline. I have a very structured mind, and as you can see, I can go back to the original topic very easily, even after making a digression. The problem is that selling books, or proposing, that's how I like to put it, books to the public, meaning making the public aware that I wrote a specific book and allowing them to consider reading it, means that I should actually say something about it. And yeah, I need to say something about my books if I want people to know that they exist at all. And that means that when my book is being published, the publishing day, the day when it comes out and it is available on Amazon, because I self-publish things for a lot of reasons that I will talk about in another video, that day I cannot have a flu and not make a video. Actually, if it were possible, it would be best to actually appear on a live online. But yeah, I have a strange habit of having flu that day, maybe stress, who knows. And I need to have the videos ready. Publishing a book and introducing a book to the public means following a set of steps that the public is used to. Let me show you something. Wait a moment. Yeah. This thing here, and if I open it, a lot of stuff is going to fall, and then I will have to pick it up later. Anyway, we will open it anyway. See? Look at this. Can you see it? Yeah, well, all of those things that are written in Italian are steps of a publishing of a book. And this is the big block of big announcements. And this thing, which is not going to exist in English, because that's not how I'm going to make things in English, exists because it helps me guide people through the publishing phases of my books. It doesn't mean that you have to read the book. It doesn't mean that you have to buy it. But it means that you have a chance to see what the hell I'm doing. And if you're interested and you enjoy my videos, you can follow me through a very important stair. I would like to say stairs, because that's what steps build a stair. But anyway, yeah. it's a very important phase of my life as a writer, and it's important for me to show people how I view things, how I follow through the steps of this publishing experience. And making art, like this book and other things, like you can see behind me, there's some sort of a vision board. That's the vision board of July, and I'm going to record the videos in Italian in front of that vision board. Those things are artistic expressions of my writing, which are very important to me. And to build something like a vision board or sorry, I'm thinking about putting this back, and that's making me, okay, I'm here. Anyway, building these things and making all this stuff helps me focus on the steps that I'm following, showing people artistically the way I'm thinking. Building clusters where I can put the videos that I decided to record helps me show people how organized my mind is. Why? Because when you're reading one of my books, if you ever choose to read one, you will find a very strong logic structure. I know those of you who followed me about socionics may think, oh my gosh, she's gone crazy, but that's how things are. I see plot holes as fast as the wind. There might be a few, I mean, I'm not perfect, who can claim perfection, but yeah, I see plot holes very quickly, and I'm very sensitive to plot holes. So there is very few plot holes in my novels, if any. And that means that the structure is extremely strong and well built. So showing you the way I think helps you see what to expect if you ever decide to read one of my books. And yes, this kind of video, the one that I'm making now with all the thing that I put back there, and then there's a problem that is distracting me because one of my things is open now and I need to fix it later. All this stuff is showing you who I truly am. And this is the best way possible to make a video, in my opinion. Problem is that if I have a flu, I cannot make a video, and if the book is coming out, I need to make a video. That's my problem. I need to have specific videos ready in advance. And having stuff ready in advance to me is a nightmare. Not because I cannot plan, the right opposite. I'm a very crazy planner. I have a marketing plan ready for 20 years ahead. I have 20 years of marketing and 20 years of books ready to publish. So planning is not an issue. The problem is being ready when I need to be ready. And making videos on the spur of the moment, is that the right expression? While being perfect and really enjoyable, it also means that I might not be in a place or in a position to make the video when it needs to be ready. So my current question is, what should I do? Should I keep going this way while keeping some videos ready ahead and then build a vision board with the past videos at some point just to make art and show what we've been doing in the past, I don't know, couple of months? Am I supposed to keep planning and making scripts and talking, following a script? I don't know. I'm still pondering. And a person that I trust a lot and who understands me a lot, probably the person who knows me the best in the world, told me that I should go back to this line. And I am considering that because honestly, it makes perfect sense with me. Problem is that I still need publishing videos to be ready in advance. I cannot make a random video at some point without any planning or set a date and then be ready on that day and make a video about cover reveal. So the Italian plan is highly structured. It means that I have a plan ready until December, videos written until end of August, and I'm working on September. It means that I have a length determined, and it means that I'm reading stories. I'm showing my Italian public what my stories sound like. And that's something that in this way I cannot do absolutely. So I think the best solution would be mixed videos, mixing up some stories, some storytelling, some on the spur of the moment videos, some backstage videos, some art videos, and who knows, maybe follow the inspiration of the moment. And making some live videos would also be, not videos, some lives would be interesting too. But that would mean waiting until I obtain an audience again, because I lost all my audiences. And so, yeah, I'm thinking, I'm deciding, and another issue with this kind of video is that, as you can see, I have a lot of things to say, and stopping talking about a topic is really hard for me. Because the moment I close this video, a lot of things that I haven't said will come to mind, and I will think, oh my God, I should do it again. And actually, in the past, it happened often, because when you talk about something like a theory and you think that you didn't say a very important thing, you're going to go back and read the thing. This time, it's just basically vlog update, or basically telling you about my life as a writer in this crazy era of social media, because that's what it is to be an independent writer in the social media era. I like the expression. They're building a new expression about searching or whatever. Anyway, when I find it, I will tell you. So yeah, this is what the situation looks like right now. And what I'm doing, I'm writing a novel in English. I've already written 40 pages. I am, like we say in Italian, climbing mirrors, meaning I'm having a lot of difficulties deciding how to organize my marketing. And I am deciding how to work on TikTok and YouTube. I'm still a YouTube fan. I like YouTube a lot because it allows me to make longer videos. It allows me to do a lot of things that TikTok isn't ready for. If I had to make a 3 minutes video or a 1 minute video on TikTok about all this kind of stuff, I would go insane. Anyway, moving on. This is what the situation looks like about this topic, and we will close this here, although I have a lot to say about it.